Real quick, this podcast is based on my own research, my perspective, and the stories I was able to dig up. So I might not have every detail, but a lot of this shit, yeah, it really did happen. So y'all don't come for me. Oh, and I need to warn y'all. Some episodes include violent crimes, rape, homicide, and crimes against children. So listener discretion is advised. They say Florida's all sunshine, beaches, and palm trees. But we know different. This ain't tourist Florida. This the truth. From Duval to Dade. Because down here, Florida ain't sweet.
It be large.
All right, y'all. We back with another one. I'm here with my co-host,
Miss Novi, baby. What's up, y'all?
And your boy, it's all swell when you're dealing with Dale.
So I managed to get everybody together today. That's probably why it's cold outside. But we gonna work through it. So I hope y'all doing straight tonight. It's a little earlier for us, but we gonna try and make it happen. But today, we gonna get in our box Chevy, and it's a first for Miss Novi because, you know, normally we don't take her out of town, but today we going out of town.
Nah, where we going?
We finna take a ride to Jacksonville.
Duval.
See, me and Dale done been to Jacksonville, so this our second trip. But we going back.
Okay, who we got in Duval? What they did?
You know, you already know how I go down. It can be crazy down there in Duval. So today,
Some of my Duval people checked in on me today.
that's what's up. That's what's up. We ain't heard from them in a minute, so it's always good to hear from the crew. So this one is called Bloodline and Betrayal. Don't.
Family. That mean they family. Something happened in the family.
It's definitely something going on in this family.
I hope it's not incestual.
No, it ain't nothing incestual. No, not this time. So hey, when I tell the story, ain't no telling. It could go either way. But this time, no. Nothing like that.
Okay, let's see what we got.
So today we're going to talk about John Franklin Mosley. That's his name, John Franklin Mosley.
Why he sound like a dead president or something?
Maybe that's...
Okay, go ahead.
That might have been what they was going for. You know, maybe they thought like he was going to be prestigious or something. So that's what they went for.
I don't know. I know some Mosleys. I probably know some of his people.
You might. And he from Jacksonville? Ain't no telling. Now, John was born on August 24, 1964. He a Virgo. And he grew up in, of course, instability. Now, his people was talking about his sister was born, she was premature, and she was mentally challenged. And his parents, they eventually divorced. They was married. And his father, after they got divorced, he never paid a dime in child support, not one dime. And, of course, when you got one person that's taking over the household, it hits the family hard financially. And both of y'all know how that goes. You both have been single parents. It's rough. But the damage wasn't just money. John's daddy was very abusive, and he felt like he ain't come around to give love. He came around to beat him. Actually, what it do get a little bit worse because what they say is he sexually abused his sisters.
Oh, hell, he just fucked up.
And they feel like that kind of violence, you know, if it go on in the household, it stick with people.
It do. It do.
They feel like it cuts deep, and then they start to seek power and protection because he feel like he didn't get it as a child. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist or nothing like that. That ain't it ain't my cup of tea, but I feel like that's where it's going.
I get it, though. I get it.
Well, actually, John was really close to his grandma, and everybody know about grandmamas. Everybody know about grandmamas, boy, especially if you had a good one. And it's usually that maternal one for some reason, which is sad because I got boys, so I'm going to be the grandma on the daddy side. I got to create some big shoes.
Hey. Hey, that's gonna be tough, boy. And, you know, they be with the mamas.
Usually with the mama, not the daddy mama. I don't.
That's up to you. My
Yeah,
dad, mom had me every summer until I was old enough to work. My mom and dad couldn't afford for me to come. She sent money, she sent plane tickets, she did whatever to make sure I came every summer. That's up to you.
You know,
well, yeah,
I can set standards.
'cause my grandma Nene, that's the same for me. You know, I was with my dad. Hell, I still be with my daddy's side way more.
I was with your daddy's side. What?
For real, everybody
I
know
was
about
with
33rd Terrace.
you. So, unfortunately, in 1974, that safety that he felt with his grandmama was ripped away because she was murdered by his step granddaddy.
Dang, that is some violent folks.
It was another lesson learned very early. Love don't guarantee survival.
Where was the love?
I guess it ain't there. Love don't live here anymore.
Shit, it never moved in. From what you done told, I ain't heard no loving sentence yet.
I know. It's just been terrible.
Come on.
Where is the love?
It ain't here.
The love.
It ain't here.
Yeah, not no more.
But you know what? Despite it all, John, he worked. He got out there and he always worked and he always tried to support his family. He went to high school. He finished. After that, he went to college. After that,
Hey, John.
he attended a few police academies. He worked as an emergency technician. And then after 9/11, he enlisted in the U.S. Navy and became a medical corpsman that was trained to save lives.
How old was he?
I don't know. The man just...
He was born in 1964?
1964, yeah.
He was like 30-something, almost 40 years old. That's 2001.
So you can't enter the Navy at 30-something years old?
You can, but you about crazy. That's like trying out for the NFL. You not built for that shit no more. That's a young man's world.
He say he gonna try it though. I mean,
how did it work?
on paper, he was built as a man to protect. So on paper, he looked like, I'm trying out here in this world. I'm trying to make it.
Going to the Navy don't mean that you gonna protect me. I know some people who went in the Navy. They can't protect the guy. They can't protect themselves.
Damn.
They just know how to operate a ship. What you mean? That's what the Navy is. You a seaman.
Damn. Box rocks on the sea.
I'm sorry, but come on, like, you know what I'm saying? They carried the Marines around. Those the badasses.
Hey, maybe that's why he went to the Navy instead.
Man.
I don't know.
You work in the kitchen.
No, he was a medical corpsman.
Oh, so he was putting Band-Aids on people.
That's what they do.
Yeah, taking care of boo-boos.
Oh, I got a scratch.
I ain't gonna say that. But they say, thank you for your service. I ain't gonna say that.
Yes.
I ain't gonna say
Hey,
that.
tighten up, Jake. Tighten up.
It's like,
I'm just saying, being in the military, any of the armed forces, don't necessarily mean that you protection material.
That's true.
he trying. But like you said, thank you for your service. I'm glad it's him, because I wasn't signing up. I'm sorry.
It's a group worse than the Navy. The Air Force,
Oh, shoot.
they sit behind screens all day.
See, that's okay.
Hey, if you gonna tell your kids to go into any armed service,
What's the best one?
the Air Force.
The Air Force.
Where they
But
sit
you-
behind the
You
screens.
gotta have a certain level of intelligence to go into the Air Force.
Well, I hope your kid ain't no dummy.
I digress.
Like, I
We
mean,
don't know.
we should have worked on that long time ago.
You never know out here.
You know what I'm saying, Novi?
Hey, make it do what it do, man.
Well, John was out here. He out here. He trying to protect. He went to different. He went to the Navy. He went to college and everything, and he also got married. So John married Carolyn Mosley in 1987, and they eventually had two daughters named Amber and Alexis.
So you done went forward, now you done went back. You did
right.
this work life, now you doing this life.
Right.
Okay.
I should.
So it's, it's all cute. You got Amber and Alexis and Carolyn, picture perfect family. But y'all, you already know.
That picture perfect don't be perfect.
It was social media perfect because John was for the community. And Carolyn knew. This the crazy thing. Carolyn knew she had community dick.
Ooh.
He didn't cheat not once, not twice. But what we talking about today, this nigga got 3 women. It's 3 of them we about to talk about.
What years are this? Are we back in the 2000s, like 2001 when he was in the Navy, or is this 1980 something?
We going to the 2000s.
Okay, I just want to know if it's cell phones or we on house phones when you start talking about this, because those old school players, they was able to get away with a whole lot of shit.
No, he ain't no old school.
Okay, I'm just trying to get context.
At this time, we going back to the 2000s. And he was pretty much living 2 lives. He was a husband, a father, a protector, and a deceiver.
All that.
So we gonna even name the women that he was messing with. So you had Linda Wilkes, Alicia Jackson, and Jamila Jones. All up out of Jacksonville.
They all sound like very nice people, and he was just really trying to help the community.
I said that he was out here for the community.
Yeah.
I said it. He was for the streets.
But you said it wrong, though.
He was for the streets.
He was for community development. You gotta say it in the correct way. We gotta make it politically correct.
Hey, no, Jay, it was community enrichment. You gotta make it sound good.
Yeah, enrichment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Him and his 3 women.
Hmm?
Now this is the crazy part, right? It's because all of us gonna be looking at this shit crazy. So Linda Wilkes, remember I said I was one of his women. She was about 40 years old, and she already had a few kids. She also had an adult daughter named Marquita Wilkes. Now, John would visit Linda in the evenings. I guess that was her time. But Linda Wilkes got a brand new baby, and he used to bring clothes for the new baby. Now, the baby name was Jaquan Lindarius Mosley, and he was... I was trying not to laugh now. The baby name is Jaquan Lindarius Mosley. Lindarius.
Don't do that, man, like that.
Mosley.
That's not his fault.
Jaquan.
That's not his fault.
Jaquan?
It's not Jaquan's fault.
I didn't say it was, but I was trying not to. She made me giggle. I was trying not to have the giggles. You can't help it. I don't, because she spelled Lindarius with 2 N's.
It's how you said it.
It was a typo.
That's how she spelled his
It
baby
definitely
name.
was a typo.
But he was born June 27, 2003.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, everybody believed that John was his daddy.
John wasn't his daddy, girl?
John supposedly is Jaquan daddy. I mean, that's why she named the baby Jaquan, because, she was trying to go with the J. But the crazy thing is, she's 40 years old. So, when you go file for your child support, you got to go to the Department of Revenue. So, she went down there, and the Florida Department of Revenue served John with a paternity suit for child support for Jaquan. As you know, the first thing they do in a child support suit is establish paternity.
Uh-huh.
Now, the problem is John never showed up to take the test. So, because he didn't show up, 2 months later, a default judgment ordered him to pay $35 a week.
That's not bad.
Now, 11 days after that, on March 12, 2004, John filed a motion to set it aside because he claimed that he is not that baby daddy and he never slept with Linda. But the paper trail was already there. Now,
I mean, it's happened to me before. So
that somebody done lied and said you was their baby daddy?
yeah.
That's my baby daddy.
Who that is?
For years. And she avoided having in the spirit of Medea, I'm gonna call it the Dana test. And
Yeah.
she avoided having the Dana test for like 12, 13 years.
But see, the thing is, she avoided going down there. John avoided going there. He the daddy. He refused to go down there. Old girl went.
No, yeah. I was pushing for the issue. Hey.
Let's go. Take the test. We'll take the test.
No. See.
In the case of the little baby.
When I would say, let's go take a test, Why you can't take care of this baby like you take care of your baby? Because I made that baby.
Well, all right.
That's why.
Well, she felt like you had made that one.
She knew it.
That's why she wouldn't go down there and take the test.
She did it 12 years later when she got desperate. And Dana proved that I am not the father.
Oh.
I wish I could have did the more. Oh, I told y'all. Poor little Tick. I feel sorry for the child.
Yeah, Jaquan at this point,
Yeah.
all he had to pay was these little $35 a week coming out of his check. But, you know, if he married and whatnot, ain't no telling what he was trying to do. He probably was trying to, you know, don't want his wife to find out he out here, like, he really in the community. She know, but he probably ain't supposed to be making no babies now. You doing too much now, John.
Yeah, child support. You can't. That's a tough one.
Can't beat that one.
That's a tough one.
Now, at this point, another woman from John's past showed up. Now, her name was Vicky. And Vicky...
What years are these? How close in time do you have?
This is during the time that he was married. I don't know when this...
Like, are they 6 months apart? Are they 6 years apart?
See, with Vicky, I don't know when he dated her.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out.
But she ties into the story, so I had to add her in.
I'm trying to lessen the blow of Johnny Boy, but Johnny Boy was.
If he for the community, if he doing community enrichment, we just have to accept that.
Yeah, but sometimes you can enrich a home, one home at a time.
Well, clearly he was. What you said, Ms. Novi? He was just giving it out.
Giving it out.
What the hell?
Giving it out. He was just giving it out.
But Vicky, now, like I said, she was an older sister of one of his friends. She said that John lied about his age and made himself younger than what he really was. He lied about being married. She said he was possessive, he was violent, and then she said something real chilling. Don't. Nope. John told her he wanted baby Jaquan dead. He wanted to get revenge on old girl, on Linda.
What? Come again, say what?
Exactly.
Wait a minute, he was sick.
But the crazy thing is, when people say shit, why don't people believe them? Like, you can't say that to me.
She felt like it was just words at the time.
Yeah, but words have meaning.
What? Exactly.
You say the wrong words and I'll beat your ass.
So nobody can't come to you and say,
I'm a man of morality and I'm a man of standards, Carlin. If you say you want my child dead, I'm going to beat you until you leave this out.
Well,
that's crazy. Ain't you, man, what? To unalive my child? Man,
he went to somebody he used to talk to. Yeah, I want to get rid of Jaquan.
No.
Don't even come to me and tell me no sucker ass shit like that. Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Man, I will smile in the mugshot. You hear me?
Come on, man. You can't do that. You can't do that. Come on, dog. Like, we don't roll like that.
Well, the plot thickens because
Damn.
you already know if he going to some chick talking about, hey, I want to kill this baby. So now we're going to enter a new player, and his name is Bernard Griffin. Now, remember I said that Vicky was the older sister of his friend? That friend was Bernard Griffin, because Vicky is his older sister. Both Bernard and his sister was there when John said he want Jaquan dead, and he was gonna pay them $15,000 for it.
Oh, so this a hit?
Yeah, he wants somebody else to do it. He don't want to do it. He want to pay.
How old is Jaquan?
Jaquan ain't but a few months old. He ain't but like 9-10 months old. It's a baby.
This man sick, man.
For $15,000, he told him if they'll do it, he'll pay him. Now, John,
Can I get half the money up front?
he didn't say how he was
If
gonna
you
pay
give
him.
me half the money up front, I'm gonna fuck you up as soon as you put the money in my hand. And I'm finna take the money, pussy ass nigga, cause you really went through with this sucker ass shit.
I'm thinking
By the baby.
By the baby?
a little bitty, like 9-month-old
I need
baby.
you to feel it in both ways. I need you to feel it financially, and I'm finna lump your ass up before I leave.
And here's what makes it worse, because John gave Bernard some instructions. He gave him a diagram of Linda Wilkes' house,
And Bernie pussy ass gonna go through with it.
and he told Bernard, I'm gonna give you a gun. John told him
For a baby?
For the baby. He told him to shoot the baby and anybody who got in the way.
Hey, this is crazy. Like, this is the baby.
Anybody who get in the way, he told him to shoot him.
John and Bernie fuck niggas right now. They can get whatever they got coming to them.
Somebody should have shot them off. Look.
I don't know if it's in here. It's going to, or if I put it in here to tell you later. But you know what's the crazy part about Bernard? Bernard is only 15 years old.
Oh, my God. You talking about Bernard. Now, he another G.
He manipulating the kid. Why is this grown man out here with these children? See, it's something off with that.
So now we're going to talk about April 21st and April 22nd of 2004. These 2 days. So here's the story. Now, John went over to Linda Wilkes' house. They have sex, of course. And he said, tomorrow, can you meet me at the J.C. Penney? Because I want to get some stuff for Jaquan. So naturally, she said, yeah, because who don't want no free shit for their baby?
For their baby, right.
Especially from the daddy. Now,
is his daddy?
Yeah, this dad, John, supposed to be the daddy.
Yeah, that's the baby. He got to pay $75 a week child support.
$35.
It's $35?
It's $35.
I thought it was $75.
He wishes it was $75. Like, maybe that would have made it a little bit better if it was $75. But no, it's $35.
I thought he was paying $300 a month.
He paying $35 a week.
You know how many dudes I know would love to get $35 a week?
I would love to get $35 a week.
Like, I get 65 a week. You know?
Ballin'.
Nah, but look, I got some homeboys that's got some real heavy child support. If they get $65 a week, they might go in and try and pay off the whole year at one time.
Dang. The people finna come from the back on their ass. Big baller!
I'm just saying.
But this same day, now, after he planned to meet up with Linda to go to J.C. Penney, he also schedules a plumber because at his, the house with the wife, it's a leaky toilet. So he had to schedule a plumber the same day. Now, April 22nd, that's the day they supposed to go to J.C. Penney. Linda takes her other kids to school. And then she got she got a daughter named Marquita, but she also has another daughter named Nikita. So she tell Nikita that she going shopping with John. And Nikita remembers, huh?
I say just lying, but okay, go ahead.
No, she did go. She going because Nikita saw them leave in John's burgundy Suburban.
Yeah, John trying to set up his alibi. He trying to set up his alibi.
Right.
Like he ain't got nothing to do with it.
Now, that same day, Bernard calls John, and John picks him up too. And then John gets out the car and goes to Bernard and was like, yeah, the lady and the baby, they sitting in the truck. They drive past Kendall Court Apartments, and then they go down a deserted dirt road. Now, John he asked Linda to get out the car, and he pretended to look for something. So naturally, she looking around too, and then he strangles her.
What? Just like that?
Just strangled her.
At JCPenney?
Not at JCPenney, because they had got in the car and they went down the deserted road.
Was this the original plan, or did something go awry? Like, I thought he was just trying to hurt the baby.
He wanted anybody that was in the way. So Linda was going to be in the way.
Oh, hell.
So he strangled her. Crazy. Now, after she stopped moving, he put her body in a bag. And then he got Jaquan and put him in a trash bag, alive and crying.
Oh, my God.
This is John or Bernie?
This is John. Bernie just there at this part. Bernard, he just there.
And he just set his soft ass there and let that man do that?
This a 15-year-old little boy. No, I can't. I couldn't. Okay, that's why I was asking, because I could not see a 15-year-old going through with all of this. If so, that 15-year-old really trouble. We really need to be doing Bernie backstory. But John doing this,
John did it. That's what was said. John put the Jaquan in the trash bag. He was alive and he was crying. But at some point, he stopped crying.
Of course. He in the bag. He
in a plastic bag. So at this point in the story, we already know the inevitable has happened. Now, John drops Bernard off at Kenya Mobley's house. Now, Kenya Mobley is Bernard's older brother girlfriend. But he dropped him off over there. at the Kendall Court Apartments, and then he went to work. Now later that night,
but where the bodies at? Where the bodies at? They put them in bags, but where the bags at?
we gonna get to this is about how he gonna get rid of the bodies. We're gonna talk about how he.
So he
how he
riding around with bodies?
That's what it sounds like.
Cause you can't just skip over that part. Like you can't just kill a person. You got to do something with a body.
You got to get rid of it. Now later that night, remember John had a few girlfriends. So
I watched a couple episodes of How to Get Away with Murder.
He gonna see. We finna see how he got rid of them.
Yeah.
But later that night, one of John's girlfriends, Jamila Jones, called and asked him for some gas money.
Gotta drop them $40 off.
Yeah,
That hot
for the low.
$40
for the low. Cute. And then he said that he would give her some money before she needed to leave for work the next day. John clocked out of work, and then he picked up Bernard again after he got out of work. And Bernard said that the car smelled bad.
Where's Bernard Mammy?
Oh, Lord.
Why is this grown-ass man keep picking you up? Where your mama and daddy at?
Because
Bernard, you about to go to prison for the rest of your life fucking with this grown-ass man. Why you ain't with some kids that's in high school?
He told them that he was trying to help him out. Like, he was trying to teach him.
Be a role model?
Yeah, be like a role model for him.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And, you know, his mama felt like, well, he was in that army and he a volunteer firefighter. He was at the police. So he might be a good influence.
That's all jobs, lady. This nigga crazy.
She don't know he crazy.
You need
Up
to
until
look.
this point, he didn't kill nobody.
I'm pretty sure he showed signs of crazy. Your research might not show it, but them people seeing it, they ignored it because he was dropping them 40s off
for the low.
That's sad, man.
The crazy thing is he didn't even drop off $40.
Like you just don't pop up and be crazy. Bitch, been crazy.
If we gonna get to how much he gave her, she didn't even get $40.
It's either you pay attention to it or you ignore it, you don't realize it, and then after something happened, you be like, you know what? They did do this.
I did.
And they did do that.
You noticed it, didn't you?
Yeah.
So what happened is Bernard, once he got in the car, he said it smelled bad. So they started driving, and Bernard don't know where they're going, and he sees a Gainesville sign. And y'all know how far Gainesville is from Jacksonville.
Bernard, you about retarded. No. Let's put this in the context for everybody else, Novi. How long does it take for you to get from Jacksonville, Florida, to Gainesville, Florida? Bernard, you should have asked some fucking questions.
The people didn't know.
For real, that's a couple hours.
He felt like, well, here's the thing. John used his cell phone. That's important. Bernard felt like they drove for close to an hour towards Waldo. And Waldo is about 60 minutes outside of Jacksonville.
Well, Jacksonville to Gainesville is like an hour and 20 minutes, depending on which road you take.
So I think they went to, well, you know how sometimes when you get on the highway, they put the closest major city? So maybe Gainesville was the next major city?
I'm 15 years old. Why am I leaving the fucking county with you?
Maybe he's scared.
He asked no questions like that. That's weird.
Novi, I've been asking this question for the longest. Why is this grown-ass man with this 15-year-old?
Yeah,
but he feels like, at this point, if he done see him kill somebody, I'm finna shut up. You finna kill me too.
I'm not finna get in the car with your ass no more. You a murderer.
Well, at this point,
that's why I say Bernard might be a little.
Might be a little slow.
We gotta what they call it, special needs.
I'm not gonna call him special needs. There's something going on with Bernard for him to confide in this man. It might not even be slow. It might be emotional. But there's some type of damage there that's got this kid with this grown-ass man.
Well, let's see. Because once they head towards Waldo, John turned and he went down a number of dirt roads. And he eventually ended up in a wooded area. Now, at this point, both of them...
He got to kill Bernie.
Both of them get out of the truck. And he got gloves in the back of the truck. They took out Linda Wilkes' body. And John asked Bernard to participate, but John is like, nah, bruh, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You on your own.
Bernard is like, he ain't got nothing to do with that.
He would not not help.
Okay.
So John pulled
now he waking up. Now he waking up.
I mean, he was woke the day before. She said he didn't participate in killing them people.
No.
But he was there. He's crazy as hell for getting in the car with him a second day in a row. No.
Well, let's hope he don't learn his lesson.
For real, let's see.
So John pulled Linda into this clearing area by himself because, Bernard ain't gonna help. He poured a lot of fluid all over her body, and then he tossed a burning rag on her body. Now, as the body began to burn, then John and Bernard, they got in the vehicle and they left. Then they drove about 40 miles further south to Ocala.
To dump the baby.
Right. They dumped the trash bag with the baby in the dumpster behind the Winn-Dixie. And then he also threw his shoes and some gloves in the dumpster. And then he told Bernard to remove his gloves and his shoes and put them in the dumpster too. Then on the way back to Jacksonville, he gave Bernard $100. Now once...
You gotta take me to the store to get some shoes, bitch. I can't go back in my mama's house with socks on. First of all, how am I gonna go back? And I'm 15 years old. I can't walk back into my mama's house with brand new shoes.
He didn't take them home. He was going to the brother-girlfriend house.
So
now, this is the crazy part. Once they get back to Jacksonville,
Bernard didn't have no real supervision.
It don't sound like it. When they get back to Jacksonville, it was daylight because they done been gone damn near all night. Now, John asked.
And his people ain't asked
Ain't nobody asked no questions.
No supervision.
So now when they get back to Jacksonville, John asked Bernard to get him back $20. So they stopped by Jamila Jones' apartment, and John told Bernard to wait. So
all I get is $100 for accessory to two murders.
No, he got $80 because he had to give him $20 back because she needed the $20 for the gas money.
What the heck? Man, this just pissed me off. This man could lose his life, and that little boy got $80.
$80.
Novi, I'm trying not to make the little boy slow.
He sounded real special.
I just told you.
He gets slow about a minute.
So when he showed up to Jamila's house, she was like, "Why you ain't answer your cell phone when I called?" And he was like, "Oh, I was doing something for my mama." Now, remember, John was supposed to be back at work, but he called in and he said he was gonna be late because he didn't get no sleep that night. But he did show up to work at 12:49 p.m. on April 23rd. So he just went in late.
What? Oh, okay. So he's supposed to be there, 11?
He was supposed to be there.
And this is 2004?
2004, yes.
Boy, and I used to be all in them Duval streets back then, boy.
You probably rolled by him.
Yeah, you never know, boy.
In the Suburban.
You never know, boy. Back then, boy, I used to be all in them Duval streets.
Right next to him, man. At the stoplight.
You
ain't know he was with the shit.
You never know.
Doing community enrichment work.
Hey.
But now this is the investigation part. On the morning after her disappearance on April 23rd, remember Nikita, that was Linda's daughter, and she was in the car with a family friend, and she saw John driving, and when he was stopped at the traffic light, they stopped next to him, and they was like, "Hey, my mama missing. Where she at?" And Nikita was like, "Didn't you go to the JCPenney's the day before? She was supposed to go with you to the store." And he was like, "Yeah, I seen her the day before," but he claimed that he dropped her off at her car. And then they was like, "Well, John, you could pull over, so we could talk some more." But he was like, he ain't got time for that. He rolled off.
So what happened when they followed him? What happened when they followed him?
They didn't follow him, it sounds like. Now,
me and Novi would have followed him. Me and Novi couldn't have been in the car together.
Yeah, because if I don't know where my mama at, I'm probably gonna follow him too.
I'll wreck it to your car. I wreck this bitch.
Where is my mama? She was with you yesterday.
Yeah. Call Geico. And while we waiting for Geico to show up, where the fuck my mama at?
Right.
I wreck all this shit out.
So he still ain't done, because John then, he calls Bernard again. And he asked him if he could help him find a tag to switch with the one that he got on his truck.
Okay. Come on, Bernie!
Now, on Saturday, April 24th, John went and he got all 4 tires changed on the Suburban. But the problem with that is the tires could have been drove for another few more thousand miles. But he was adamant that the mechanic put the old tires in his truck.
John was supposed to go to one of them used tire shops like we got down here and tell them he just want to keep his tires. He could have got them 4 used tires, Novi. They could have been 4 mixed matches.
It might have been.
You get what I'm saying? I understand what John trying to do.
But he told Bernard that he was going to switch the tires on his truck so the police can't match him to the tire tracks they had left behind.
I know what he's trying to do. But, like, I think you can get away with that in South Florida easier than you could in Duval in 2004.
Yeah, you got a point.
I'm telling you, I used to be in those streets.
Jacksonville crazy, boy.
I ain't want to mess with nobody from Jacksonville. They were just that crazy.
They were crazy.
I got 4 aunties from Jacksonville. I got plenty cousins up there. I love Jacksonville. I fuck with Jacksonville. I would, man, what? Let's go. And I'm telling you, you go with me, you gonna have a good time, though.
I mean, I had a dog, from there.
Hey,
I have a good time.
Novi, you go with me, you gonna have a good time in Duval. Your friend, when I met your friend, she used to talk all type of shit. Punky used to talk all type of shit about Duval. I started taking it up there with me. She don't talk like that no more.
We met some nutty.
Am I lying?
From Jacksonville. I felt like everybody from Jacksonville was crazy.
I mean, I can understand you had some bad experiences, and I'm not taking anything away from your experience, but you've been up there with me. You've been with my family up there. You've been with my friends up there.
I don't think it's that bad no more. They got some good people up there. I just met the bad ones first, and
I mean,
it
that's
just
every
fucked up
city.
my whole head.
That's every city. And I don't even think the dudes that you met was necessarily bad. I kind of know the crowd that you were introduced to, and that crowd thought that they were the only guys at college who came from an environment that was very
Novi
with the shit.
Novi's that no one bad.
I mean,
that was a handful. You already know.
But is that a fair?
All of this,
but is that a fair, honest way of saying it? No.
I mean, you put it
politically correct way.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying. But like, even some of that stuff that she was irritated with, I knew these dudes and I met these dudes through other people. And some of the stuff that they did, it irritated me too. Like, y'all boys don't know.
Yeah.
Y'all boys don't know. Y'all talk about this and y'all talk about that, but y'all ain't. Not really.
They weren't about that life.
No, not at all.
I mean, I ain't gonna say they weren't about that life. They didn't seen that life, but you around here stunting on that. If you got to do that, then you ain't really coming from that life. I come from that so much that I'm up here because I don't want this shit for me. So when I'm going off to school, I'm trying to change all of that.
They went over there to try and reinvent themselves. And
when I walked across the college stage, graduating, I was the first male on both sides, man, mom and dad side, to do that as a dude for a bachelor's. Like, I come from blue collar and the rough crowd. Bad news.
At this point, though, we don't even know if them Jacksonville niggas graduated. So
this ain't even Jacksonville. This is all my family. I ain't trying to just put this into Jacksonville. I got some good family in Jacksonville.
We was kind of focused
on
them.
I got a lot of good. They try to do some good things in Jacksonville.
But days after the murder, it was news reports about a missing woman and a baby. Now, of course, Bernard's mama wasn't too absent because he felt confident enough to go to his mama and say, "Mama, I know something about this case. Like, I know what happened to that woman and that baby." So she was like, "All right, we need to go to the police." Police did find Linda Carr at JCPenney, and the cell phone pings match the 2 spots where Bernard said he disposed of the body.
So now Bernie mama come in. Mama,
right. That's the only time she come in.
You need your ass kicked, mama. We've been looking for you. We've been looking for you a long time ago.
You've been looking for her for 45 minutes.
Yeah, now you show up, mama. You are something else.
They found DNA from Linda in John's truck, and at the burning site, they discovered 3 rings, a watch that stopped at 229, keys, and pieces of cloth from the charred remains, and the keys fit Linda Wilkes' car. The jewelry and the watches were identified as belonging to her, and with Bernard's assistance, the police found the Winn-Dixie supermarket dumpster that they believe that he threw the body into. Now, unfortunately, this was 1 week later, so nothing was found in the dumpster. The investigation revealed that the dumpster had been transported to a landfill in Valdosta, and volunteers went through 800 tons of trash, but they never found Jaquan.
Oh my God, poor baby.
So they did locate Linda, but they never did find Jaquan. So at this point, unfortunately, Jaquan is still missing.
And Novi, you know the saddest part about this is this dude mad because one of his multiple side chicks got pregnant from someone else.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you
She got pregnant from him.
Oh, that was him.
She got pregnant from him. He didn't want to pay child support. That's why he didn't show up to take the paternity test.
Let me do the.
Yeah, that little $35 a week.
That's $140 a month.
He didn't show up to
Novi,
take the test.
that's a phone bill, Novi.
That's why he didn't show up to take the test.
Novi, I'll pay your phone bill not to go to prison.
Hey,
For the next 18 years, to not go to prison, I'll pay your phone bill, Novi.
but clearly he ain't.
$140, that's a phone bill.
He ain't putting it together like that. Clearly. Because
What?
common sense would have said, you can't get away with killing this damn lady and this baby. But clearly, John ain't the brightest crayon in the box.
But his granddaddy got away with killing. Did his granddaddy get away
No,
with
the step
killing?
granddaddy didn't get.
He didn't get away.
Nah, he didn't get away.
Okay.
Now, 2 days later, on April 29th, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office arrested Mosley. But it wasn't for murder. They arrested him on sexual charges involving a 17-year-old girl.
What the hell?
At this point, John lies, he changes stories, he pressures witnesses, and he did a telephone interview from Duval County Jail. And he said, "I'm not perfect, but I'm not a murderer. And I still can't be in two places at the same time."
Wait. He's arrested. I thought you said he was arrested for some child.
He was arrested on charges originally with a 17-year-old girl.
And then they dropped the murder charges?
And then they hit him with the murder charges.
Okay, I thought he was telling on himself.
Nah.
Okay.
They hit him with the murder charge. Then he started going in on Bernard, talking about he had only known the boy a month, and he met him while he was working with troubled youth, and asked how the 15-year-old could bring the police to the exact spot where the body was, since you just met him a month ago and you don't know him like that. He ain't got no answer for that. He told me, "I'd like to know that myself. I don't have a clone out there." Bruh. Indeed, there's only one man charged with double murder, and a man who is now pointing a finger at a teenager he says he tried to help. He has two families grieving. Linda Wilkes' family is grieving, and my family is grieving for my return. This is what he said.
You know, I hope they give this nigga more time, because Bernard mildly retarded, and you tried to victimize him for that.
Unfortunately, Bernard was there, and you know, if you there in the midst of a crime, you got to be charged. They did what they could do.
They tried him as an adult.
He got charged with 2 counts of accessory after the fact for the murders of Linda and Jaquan. Bernie did, yes.
Oh my God.
But he pleaded guilty, and he was sentenced to 2 years of probation. No, I'm sorry, 2 years of community control, and then 8 years of probation. And he had to get a substance abuse treatment class, psychological counseling, and he had to finish his education, his high school diploma.
They knew he was slow, and they tried to put him on a program, Novi, to get him back right.
Yeah.
That's not,
I mean,
you know.
It's better than him getting tried as an adult. And,
I hope he completed all of the conditions. Because if he completed all of those conditions, that would have put him in a better position. I don't always agree with what they got going on, but Bernie sounded like he needed some structure. I
don't know what Bernie had going on. But, and one last thing was the jury did convict John on 2 counts of first-degree murder. He got life for Linda and then death for Jaquan.
Is he dead yet?
No, he's still living.
Damn.
He's still living.
So
what happened
can
is...
we sing the song?
2024, he did his appeal. As of 2024, that was the most recent appeal he did. And the death sentence. They upheld the death sentence.
So can we sing the song?
Well, when they go ahead and execute him,
No.
that's what they're gonna sing at the funeral.
No. We can sing it now. No, do you know the lyrics to the song?
Which song?
Hell in the Handbasket.
No. I
So-
don't know the lyrics to that.
That's
So,
what they're gonna sing at his funeral, child.
You got the upper room. This is the opposite of the upper room. You going to hell in a handbasket, and then the choir comes behind you. Hell in a handbasket. We going straight to hell.
To hell. Sing altos.
In a handbasket.
Come on, soprano.
Hell in a
Sing
handbasket.
to them. Hell.
No, it's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a hit.
Man, hey.
Everybody ain't going to the upper room. We need to write a song for those who are not.
They definitely need a song
There's
for
so
people
many
who going
songs
to hell.
for everybody going to heaven.
Somebody going there.
It might seem cynical, but I'm broke. We might need to write a song for everybody going to hell.
It's gonna be a hit.
Yeah. That don't mean
Coming
that
to a funeral home near
it
you.
don't mean that I have any less faith in God. But I know the reality. Some of y'all going to hell. And we need
I mean, it's the truth.
and we need a song for that. We got all of these songs. We got a whole hymn book of songs.
But we don't know in that whole hymn book if it wasn't one that said somebody going to hell. We ain't read every song in that hymn book. It's a thick book.
I don't think so. Well, if it is, we gonna add ours.
That's gonna be in the hymn book.
Yeah, we going in the hymn book. Novi, you with me?
Hey, I'm with you, dog.
All right then. Hell in the handbasket. Straight to hell. It might not be a hymn. It might just be a classic. It might be a gospel classic.
It might be.
And I'm telling you, it's gonna
just-
be a hit at the funeral.
Every time he sing it, I just can't imagine sitting at somebody's
Every time.
funeral and they singing that.
Yeah.
Like, I might have to excuse myself. My head
Nah.
is going to be between my legs because I'm laughing so hard.
We love him, but we know where he going. We know what he did. Let's not play, y'all.
At this point, I'm going to ask, what's your thoughts on this episode? Because that pretty much concludes it. John, he sentenced to the death penalty. Bernard, at this point, should be off of his probation. It done been 8 years since then.
I want to make this point. John, you brought up all the shit that John went through as a child. John went through some fucked up shit as a child. And I'm not taking that away from him. But I was raised in a fucked up family dynamic. And that is not an acceptable precursor for what the fuck you did, John.
Not at all.
It ain't.
I just want to make that be known. You get what I'm saying? Like you said a lot of shit to, and I hate that he went through those things. But
it don't mean you need to go out and
fuck
kill no
that.
little baby.
No. I done seen a lot of hurt and pain as a child. I saw more hurt and pain as a child to the point where when I got grown, I didn't want to hurt nobody.
Right.
He
Well,
was stupid. I ain't like him.
I don't like him at all. And Novi, I wish poor little Bernard, he 15. I don't really
He
want
was
to talk
15.
about Bernard like that, but I wish Bernard had some different type of friends, a different type of influence around him.
that's true.
Because I don't think you could have did that sucker ass shit with our boys when they was 15. They was green to a lot of stuff in the world. They are green to a lot of stuff in the
They're not finna get in no
world.
car with no grown man
Like,
talking about for $15,000.
first you come to the $15,000 thing, like, he just offered me for a hit. Like our kids right there, red flash. And then he murdered somebody in your presence, and then
Yeah,
you
I'm
get
out.
in the car with them the next day?
Yeah, they not going.
Our kids are not going for that.
No, they not going. I see it right now. I'm not. He asked me, but I'm not going. And you already know which kid that is. I'm not going. I'm not getting in the car with him. That guy's crazy.
Yeah, that's him. And the other one, he just like, oh, nah.
I'm good. Found tripping, man. He tripping.
He don't even want to talk about that
Hey,
shit.
nah,
You
he
heard the
tripping.
shit he said? I ain't even finna repeat it. You might go to jail for talking about it. Like he
But John, he got a whole nother agenda. What's your takeaways, Novi?
John was a sick individual. He was a coward because the anger that he had towards a child for $35 a week,
That's some whole
that's
shit.
sick.
And
That's sick. Come on.
you know what? Now that you said it like that, I'ma say it like, even if I was stepping out on my wife, if I made a baby, the type of man that I am, I fucked up with you. But I can't. That's not that seed's fault, and it'll never be his or her fault. So either you accept the shit that I did and stay with me and rock with me, or leave me the fuck alone. But I cannot turn my back on that baby, even if it was a mistake, even if it wasn't what I was supposed to do in that moment. A whole life was born from this, and I cannot give that life anything less.
And I think that's the biggest point right there, because like you said, Novi, like he definitely was a coward, because all you got to do is go to Carolyn. Carolyn already know that you out in the street. Now, if you can't step up and take responsibilities, like if you can't do the crime, then I mean you can't do the time, don't do the damn crime.
If you can't accept the kids that I got, then you ain't the woman for me. So leave me alone.
But you know, I feel like John wanted to have his cake and eat it too.
He did, but he went about it the wrong way. He could have, if Carolyn knew he was out there stepping out, she know what comes with that. She could have been very well been okay with the baby.
He never even gave her the opportunity.
That's some coward shit on John. John is a whole hoe out here.
He definitely was.
A ho.
It's 2 lives gone. We got a baby Jaquan, rest in peace. Because we really feel like Jaquan, unfortunately, did pass away. They never found him, though. Rest in peace to Linda. And then we got John out here who got all these many masks. He want to be a protector. He want to be a daddy to his kids at home, but a killer to Jaquan.
I told you that shit was weak when you told me he went to the Navy trying to be a protector. I don't know where the fuck the Navy and protector go together, but they don't.
But you know, that's what they went in, the defense went for. You know, they got to put all of your good qualities out there. He did this. He was in the Navy. He's a good guy. Like, bruh, no. At this point, you know, we've reached a point in the show where I'm going to just go ahead and let everybody know. If you want to follow us, you can follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, as well as YouTube at Florida Ain't Sweet, and TikTok at Florida Ain't Sweet. You can also follow us on Instagram at Florida Ain't Sweet Pod. And if you have any case suggestions, this is a Black True Crime show. You can send the case suggestions to floridaaintsweet@gmail.com. And the only thing else that I'm going to ask for y'all to do is continue to like, continue to listen, continue to subscribe, tell your friends, you know, tell your barbers, your optometrists, your cousins,
your mama,
all of them.
everybody.
You know what I'm saying? The man that changed the tires at the tire shop, he can listen too.
And for the Johns out there, tell all your side pieces, all 3, 4 of them.
Yeah, they can listen too, because clearly they need to hear what's going on.
Just don't kill them in the baby.
Also, let your wife know that she can go ahead and like and subscribe Florida Ain't Sweet as well.
Hey, bruh, like and subscribe.
Your side pieces.
But you know you fucked up, right?
Everybody.
You know you
messed up real bad.
You know you fucked up, right?
But all right, y'all. That was another one where the sunshine don't blind us and the streets don't lie. It's real heat in these streets because Florida ain't sweet.
Ain't